decided to start today with a smoothie B-roll sequence. You usually see coffee B-roll, but I definitely don't drink coffee. Oh, hey there. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for sticking around and joining me on this next one. So I thought I would take this opportunity in my first couple videos here and just let you guys get to know me a little bit better. So today I want to talk about my college dropout story. Back when I finished high school, I believed that you just had to go to college to get anywhere in life. So I decided to choose something that I thought would be fun. I love doing short films and music videos and things like that. And so I went to the University of Cincinnati and I studied in their digital media program for 2 years. And before I start ripping college to shreds and saying like, you don't need school, I want to talk about the things that I enjoyed and the things that were positive for me at UC. One thing I loved about my time in college was that I got to study alongside other filmmakers my age. And you don't get that type of like facilitated environment really anywhere else. That was one thing that was huge for me because I could learn alongside my peers and make projects with very low stakes because there were no clients involved. So it was just a great environment to learn more and expand our abilities. Yeah, when it comes down to it, I think for me, college, the benefits, it boils down to community. And that's what I miss most about it. Okay, now for the cons, the not so good things, and what made me finally decide to drop out. And just as a quick disclaimer, these things, they apply to me and my specific situation, but they might not apply to you, especially if you're going to an actual film school, because my school wasn't exactly a film school, it was just a digital media program. Not every single class was like film focused or like focused on getting students on set and getting professional equipment in our hands. That was kind of low on their priority list, which is part of the reason why I dropped out. But anyways, moving on to those reasons. First, I had to take so many freaking gen eds that I wanted to lose my mind. I was showing up 5 days a week back when I was commuting, 5 days a week in the mornings to take Spanish class. And okay, to give you some context, at the beginning of high school, not the beginning, the end of high school, I was just so done with school in general, which is part of the reason why I wanted to take film classes, because I was like, I want to learn about something fun. I'm done learning about math, history, but little did I know, I had to take all these gen eds, so it was just a huge disappointment for me when I had to show up 5 days a week, take Spanish. It just felt like high school all over again, and it made me feel like I was wasting my life. And the second thing that wasn't so great for me was I was realizing that everything I was learning in class, like I had already learned on YouTube or could learn on YouTube. So I just felt like, why would I sit in a classroom, which I don't like that type of environment, when I could just be learning these things online. And lastly, although I got to meet a lot of great people who were super passionate about filmmaking and the craft, most of the students in my class just weren't very motivated to make good work. And I think that's part of the nature of the program, was just that it was catching a lot of people who didn't exactly know what they wanted to do. And so they're like, I'm gonna do this media studies thing, because it wasn't super like filmmaking focused. So you got a lot of people who weren't necessarily passionate about filmmaking, which if you're a filmmaker, you know that it's like, it sucks sometimes. It's like a lot of hard work and a lot of going the extra mile. And if you're not passionate about it, then you're not gonna make good work. And so there were a lot of people in there who just weren't super stoked all the time. I did find some people who were super stoked and I became friends with them, but most people, they just weren't on the same page. So all the students in there, a lot of them, I won't say all of them, just saw the assignments as homework, as just things to do, things to check off of a list. And then I started seeing it like that too. And then I was like, wait a second, this is not why I got into this at all. I got into it because I want to tell good stories and I want to make work that I'm really proud of. So I needed to surround myself with positive voices and other people who were going to want to make good work as well. Also, by year 2 in college, I was getting fairly consistent freelance work. And I realized that when I'm on set, gripping, PAing, I was starting to get some DP gigs as well. I realized like I'm learning way more by being on set than I am by being in the classroom. And it's more fun to be on set, getting hands-on experience than it is to just be, again, sitting down in a classroom. So all these things combined kind of made me decide to finally drop out. I went part-time for a semester, and then the next semester I took a semester off, and then I took another one off, and then I took another one off. So here we are a year and a half later, and I don't see myself going back to college anytime soon. So what does this mean for you? Well, I don't know your specific situation. Maybe you already graduated college. Maybe you are a freshman in high school and you're not even really thinking about that yet. Filmmakers and other people in creative fields, you absolutely do not need to get a college degree to be successful in those fields. So really it comes down to how do you want to learn the fundamentals of your skill, and how do you want to make connections? Because you're gonna need both of those things. So it's just a matter of how you wanna spend your time, and how you wanna spend your money doing that. Because college, it's not just a lot of money, it's a lot of time as well. So think about how you wanna spend that 4-year period where you're learning, and think about obviously your financial situation. Don't go into huge amounts of debt just to go to a school in hopes that it's gonna get you this dream job or whatever. And I know there are people, you may be one of them, who have families who are very, very strict and will absolutely not let you not go to college. So it can be really scary to even think about like, oh, well, maybe this isn't for me in my specific field. So yeah, I'd highly recommend you just talk to somebody you respect who is not your family. You know, they have a more objective view on your life. Yeah, just get some advice from them. Let them hear out your situation. I can be that person. Leave a comment and hopefully I can speak to your situation at least a little bit. So yeah, I would love to help in whatever way I can. So yeah, that's my story. I hope you gained something from this video, and I would love to hear your stories as well. So feel free to drop a comment and let me know what your experience has been with college or film school, or if you just have a question or need advice or anything like that, let me know. And yeah, so until the next one, live, laugh, love. Live, laugh, Luke Holiday. I stole that actually. It was Lineage, Laugh, Love. It's a production company I work with. My homies. I'm not gonna do that to them.
Let's back this baguette!